Namaste. Ridiculous views this morning. Morning, folks. It is Monday the 10th of December in Namche, and the views are spectacular and the dogs are noisy. I've just left Namche with my day pack on because today is acclimatisation day. I'm hiking up to the Everest View Hotel. I hope that's where I'm hiking up to anyway. There weren't any signs. If I keep heading up this path I will reach it at some point. As you can see, pretty amazing again. Feeling pretty good. You can probably tell I'm a bit out of breath, but apart from that, I've been fine. Didn't sleep very well last night, so it's probably a good thing that it's a pretty chilled day today. Yeah, so go up to the Everest View Hotel. Hopefully it stays clear. Get my first view of Everest, and then head round to Kumjung. Here we go. Look at that. And then back to Namche to have a look round later. Apparently it's reputed to go down to, or to be -10 today in the shade. So that's nice. Come with me, if you will. This place never fails to amaze me. Wow. If you're brave enough, there's loads of potential for camping up here. Although I don't know what the deal is with wild camping, but just here is a huge flat spot, or flattish anyway. It's just unbelievable. What a place this would be to wake up. Can't see much in that direction because of the sun, but the views, trust me, are incredible. I'm definitely on the right path. Namaste. Amazing. So, I did take a slightly wrong turn. I should have bared more off to the right, but what I have now done is stumbled upon Dingboche, which is where the airfield is, which supplies the places like the Everest View Hotel. And actually there's a few people here who look like they've stayed there the night and they're just getting back on their plane today to bugger off back down to Kathmandu. That's how the lazy people get back to Kathmandu. I'm not sure what these guys are. They're pretty big. Hopefully you can hear me. This here is the path to Dingboche disappears behind the ridge here, and then off over there. So hopefully the path I'll be taking tomorrow. So, on the ridge here is Dingboche, which is what I'll be heading for tomorrow. See how it goes. And I might go over the ridge onto the other side to Dingboche. But I bought a medium pot of hot chocolate. It was 750 rupees. Which is the most expensive you'll find in the area. I think there must have been nearly a litre of hot chocolate in there. So I guess if there's a few of you, it's not too bad, and it's a treat to sit there and chill out, drink your hot chocolate and gaze at the mountains, so it's not all bad. And realistically, I mean, it's 128 rupees I think at the moment to $1. So what are you talking? It's not even $7, so right now I'm on my way to Kumjung. A little bit of a drop. There's a Hillary monument and a school dedicated to him and things like that, so pop in there, say hello. This is the town of Kumjung. Have all the yak dung drying for their fires. Should keep me going till dinner. I was probably sat there for an hour and a half waiting for food, so I'm running a little bit later than I wanted to be. Just leaving Kumjung and making my way around to Kunde, and then do a loop and back round to Namche. It's not much of a trek to come up here after you've done the Everest View Hotel. This way, I reckon. So it's pretty cold up here. I love these little wooded areas where it goes up and down, up and down. If you have a couple of days in Nanchi, I highly, highly recommend you make it up to this point. And if you're really brave, bring a bivvy bag, because this is one of the ultimate bivvy spots. Look at that. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And down here, watch my step because I don't want to fall off the edge. Down here there is a yak, just chilling. There it is. And then Namche is here, about 400-500 meters below me, and it doesn't look like there is a trail off the top here. I'm going to check this path out here. Kind of looks like a path, but I don't want to be getting stuck. But this is so worth it. If you make it up here first thing in the morning, before the cloud comes, so obviously it's actually pretty spectacular with the cloud cover up here at the moment. Apart from you'd be able to see Amadablam and possibly Everest poking out over the side here. The first thing in the morning, this would just be unbelievable. Just spectacular. God, I can hardly contain myself being up like a school kid in a sweet shop. It's ridiculous. Hope you can hear this as wind has got up a bit. So I have found footpath, fresh prints, shoe prints that is. So I'm going to head down this way. So I reckon this is a footpath. Wouldn't be one of them all the way up here if it wasn't. Wow. I am just, sorry to get soft on you, but I am so lucky to be experiencing this. Holy crap. Jesus Christ. Enough to bring a tear to the eye. Only one. Right, so I mean, you can't even see it from here. 100 or so meters up there. Come down the hill. Sorry about the sun in the background, but can't really do much about that. And then all the way down this. And now here we are, back at the bottom. So there's a path going through the valley here, but that was obviously take me back to Kundi. So I'm going to take, there's a path up through here, not a very distinct one. I'm going to take that, and then that will take me over the ridge down to the airport and cut down into Namche. Oh, hello. Someone wants to make friends. Hey, buddy. That bell noise is awesome. I need to see if I can get me one of those. See if I can catch me a yak, nick his bell. I'd like to apologise to my dad, because because when he sees this video, he's going to have a fit. Even though I've taken everything into account, I've not done anything stupid. I've come out with my emergency bivvy bag and all that, my GPS. Yeah, he's still going to have a fit. So this is pretty much just a yak trail, I think, but there are some shoe prints in it, and it's heading in the general direction of, if not the airstrip, then the paths down to Namche. So I'm just going to stick to this, and should get me back home. Well, back to Namche anyway. Yeah, so this isn't a trekker's path. This is a local's path. I'm not sure why it's here, but I'm happy that it is. Here we go. There. So there. Walked past that building this morning. And there we are. Dingboche. We've done one bloody great big loop, and I'm quite tired now. It's good to see that sign. Namche, off we go. I haven't done anything really since my last video. I started running and I started cycling again, but that's been up and down. I came off my bike in October and smashed my hip up and my shoulder, elbow, and kind of used that as an excuse not to do anything. Been fighting the black dog on my back, as I think it was Churchill put it. Yeah, it stopped me from doing a lot of things recently, almost including this little trip. I booked the flights. Excuse me while I empty my pocket of other people's rubbish. I booked the flights eventually about 5 weeks ago, or maybe a little bit more. But even up until I don't know, 2 weeks ago, I was reluctant to get anything sorted, and because of that, I didn't save any money. So this is all on a shoestring and some borrowed cash. You know, the insurance I sorted out like the night before, I think, maybe 2 nights before, and it's all because I never really actually thought it would happen. And now I look back and think about that, it just seems so weird and so stupid. But yeah, so I am quite surprised that I've even made it here, let alone managed to do stuff like this. Quite proud of myself, and thankful to a few other people as well for pushing me through it. I'm here now, I'm enjoying it. Morning folks, it is Tuesday the 11th, And behind me you can hopefully see the mountains that have greeted me the last few mornings. Just hiking out of Dingboche, heading for Dingboche. Such an awesome view. You may have noticed a new addition to my hiking kit. Comments below if you can guess what it is. It's pretty subtle. I also have some more hiking trousers. Apparently they are North Face mountain gear for, I think it was $23 or something. So I suspect they may not be real, but they are far warmer than my other ones, my Carrymores and that. They were just way too thin to carry on down with those. Pretty spectacular morning. I didn't get back to you after I finished the walk last night. I was just totally forgot, to be fair. 16.8 k's and 900 meters of elevation, and the amazing viewpoint. I hiked down that sheer hill yesterday, and I came down through all this lot. Stunning views this morning. Meet some great people along the trail, obviously like-minded ones. I've chatted to quite a few now. Last night sat chatting to this 19-year-old kiddie, originally from Germany, but he's been in Japan for a couple of months and all that sort of stuff. Sat was talking to him for a couple of hours. Yeah, that's really cool. Nice atmosphere. Everybody's up for sharing their experiences, and you get people you meet who have come down, who have done EBC, give you little tips and tricks. Yeah, it's very cool. Very cool. So, this is the path that I was looking down on yesterday on my way around to the Everest View Hotel. I'm not sure exactly which bit, but I was up there somewhere. So I have a feeling that from Dingboche onwards things change a little bit. I haven't seen anybody using yak dung to fuel their fires. It's all been wood, apart from a place in Kundi. They were drying it in the toilet, which made the toilet quite humid. Apart from that, I haven't really seen it much. But it was supposed to be such a major thing. Everybody made such a fuss of it, so I think that's more from here onwards. The trees get a little bit more sparse. Yeah, and also I think that may have been the last hot shower I will have, which I'm not too bothered about, to be honest. Everybody's in the same boat up here, so you know, my natural odour is that of roses anyway, as I said to a friend the other day. So it's actually a pleasure for other people around me. So that was a stroke of luck. I keep the bulk of my cash and my documents, passport, Tim's card, things like that, money belt around my waist, and then I keep a spare bit of cash in my pocket. I took the cash out to give a donation to someone further on back on the trail, and I obviously didn't close my pocket. I just stopped to take the little walk-away shot, which you've hopefully just seen. A group of guys catched up with me. Maybe the altitude is affecting me. Caught up with me, and asked me if I dropped some cash. I was like, shit, yeah. Checked in my pockets and it wasn't there. Make sure your pockets are zipped up if you've got zips. And yeah, I'd highly recommend a money belt, separating out all your cash and everything, because then at least if you lose that bit of cash, you're not stuck without any money at all. EBC Trek tip number 433. Stunning little wooded section through here, and you can hear all the leaves and possibly the loose bark. Looks like some sort of birch crackling as it's all warming up. Today, that away. I was just speaking to a couple of guys. It's actually the guys who saved my cash, and they're going to a place called Gokyo, which is up that way. I noticed it on the map the other day and I thought about it. You peel off here, go up to Gokyo, a big loop over the Cholo Pass, and then meet up with the EBC trek again. Well, they said it's roughly about the same amount of miles, but to me it looks like they're doing more. But they have the same leaving day, so that might be worth a shout. It's one of the places you can top your water up, but watch your step, because it's solid ice. Look at that. Goes right off down into the woods. Amazing. Still haven't really suffered from anything apart from shortness of breath up these steps. It's also worth noting that what I said about water supplies on the lower part doesn't seem to be the same up here. It's pretty dry. Stock up when you can in the villages with tap water. I do not envy that guy at all. Excuse me for not looking at the camera. This descent is just insane. I'm looking forward to some flat, maybe even some uphill. And it's all on stuff like this. That's massive down steps. My knees are going to be so strong after this trek. Well, they're either going to be so strong or they're going to be absolutely wrecked. Picking up someone else's rubbish. So, a fairly recent development on the trail apparently. You pay a tax of 500 rupees at the bottom of the climb into Dingboche, and you keep your ticket with you and hand it in when you get to your guest house. And that is your one night stay in either Dingboche, Dingboche or Dingboche, I think it is. Here we go, boys and girls. Start of the epic climb up to Dingboche. The pace has slowed a little. This climb is everything I thought it would be and more. Generally there's no wind it feels like it's about 25 degrees. The sun's just beating down on this side. It's like hiking in Mallorca in May or June. Look at the state of that. It's just almost completely unbelievable. Still going, maybe an hour now I think. Actually I'll be able to tell from the timestamps on the videos. More rubbish. And some more. Yeah, just absolutely bloody insane. Like I was just saying to another English guy, he's in his mid-50s and used to be in the army and that, watching this video in no way, shape or form gives you any idea of what this place is actually like. You gotta come here. If you're half into like trekking or the outdoors, you gotta get your ass here, because this is just unbelievable. Anyway, I need to pee, so I'll catch you in a bit. Thank you, Buddha. There's some flat. Only about 30 meters of it, but that's enough for me. Oh. I never thought I'd be so happy to see the top of this hill. Jeez. Not bad considering I haven't done anything since March. Oh shit. So, this is Dingboche. So, now on the trail to Dingboche first. Go through Dingboche and then on to Dingboche. There was someone's guide there and he asked me if I was going to Dingboche, and I said yes, and he said it's about an hour and a half, so that would be awesome if it is only an hour and a half, but we should wait and see. Fully recommend you get a, I think they're called a buff. Pull it over your head and it just covers your nose and mouth. All this dust, it's just so dry. It's probably not much good for the lungs. I think that's why most people end up coughing on this trek. So this section on the way to Dingboche, there's a reason why there's a nice smooth footpath either side, because that path reminds me of the Telford Way on the West Highland Way. It's just horrible to walk on, and yeah, so everybody walks either side of it. So this is Dingboche. Which consists of about 3 buildings. So Dingboche to Dingboche is it's kicking my ass. That climb was brutal and it really has taken it out of me. Well, out of my back anyway, the rest of me feels fine. It is 1:45, coming up for 16 k's, and we're literally not far, probably maybe 1 or 2 k's from Dingboche now. But I'm so looking forward to dumping this bag and just laying down and just stretching my old back out. As a beast of a climb, it really is. Alright, I'll catch you when I get to Dingboche. If I can find the willpower to get off of this seat. See you in a bit. Don't know if you can hear me because the wind's pretty bad, but this is the new bridge. That's the old bridge. There's some ponies. We're rocking the bridge quite a lot, so I'm going to get off. If you want to walk across that bridge, the ponies following you. The whole thing was swaying from side to side. I spy with my little eye something beginning with P. So, I don't mind saying, that was a little bit of a bum twitch moment. 16.5 k's today. I don't know what sort of elevation ascending, and get to Dingboche, and 2/3 of the buildings are closed for, I guess, because it's getting to winter. One of them's suddenly closed because their pipes are just frozen over, and one of them's full, or a couple of them are full, and now it's snowing. What a day. It's been amazing, absolutely incredible. Such a cool little adventure. Well, quite a big adventure actually. I was fully prepared to jump in my tent in one of these gardens or something. Oh, it was just awesome. Yeah, it's amazing. I think they got Wi-Fi, so I can let the folks know I'm okay. Anyway, I'm going to go and get something warm inside me and get back to you in a bit.
No, microwave it. So.
Welcome to my humble abode. I have a door, a bed, a window, out of which you may be able to make out that it's snowing. Well, it's backed off a bit now. And another bed. Yeah, like I say, bit of a twitchy moment because they're all either closed because it's too cold, or they're full. So this was pretty much the last one. But the clouds are moving in. Can't see Amadablo anymore. Gonna get some water filtered, which that's 200 here, and it's 2,000 for the internet. But apparently it's cheaper up the way, so. But yeah, I'm feeling good now. Legs have recovered. Yeah. So, that was my night in Dingboche, and now off to Dingboche. Getting confused with all the boches. It's those first few steps in the morning, especially when you've got to go up an incline, that take your breath away, as you can probably tell. I was thinking of heading straight to a place called Dugla. I did feel the altitude a bit yesterday, So I'm not going to push it. I'm going to go to Dingboche, chill out there for the day, see how I get on. I can't remember what the date is today. I think it's the 13th, and I have to be back in Lukla for the 22nd. I don't want to push it. I do want to do the Chola Pass, but I also want to you know, get to Everest Base Camp. But yeah, it's absolutely stunning morning again. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. There we go, Amadablan. So what some people do is they have a rest day in Dingboche, and they climb up to Amadablan Base Camp and back down again. Apparently it's quite a nice trek. So there's a little tip for you if you're ever up this way. First yak train in the morning, excellent. Anyway, I'll catch you in a bit. So, I've just been through Shomar, I think it is. Just about a third of the way to Dingboche. Had to pay the room tax thing again. You have to pay a set fee on the path on the way up. Like I've paid for one night in Dingboche. Hopefully the afternoon sort of resting and that will be enough to carry on the next day. But if it's not, I don't know how you work it. I don't know if you just pay them another 500 at the guest house, or yeah, I'm not really sure. And everything from here on in is extra. I paid 2,000 rupees for an internet card last night. It's 10 megabytes and you can use it in any of the guest houses above Namche. There's basically like an internet link up here with all the guest houses, and that's how their internet works. You don't pay at each guest house, and none of them have free Wi-Fi from here on out, which is fair enough, I guess, because getting everything up here is a bit of a nightmare. The other thing is, I've just noticed how barren it is up here now. I think I might have cracked the 4,000 barrier, so yeah, there's nothing in the way of trees, and even the bushes are like struggling, so we're properly up in the Himalayas now, which is just mental, absolutely mental. This guy's eating ice because he can't find any liquid water. Don't know how they survive up here, it's crazy. So, yeah. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Stopped next to the river to filter some water that I got from the shower this morning. The soya's great, mini soya, but get the bigger bag. It's a litre bag. It'll save you a lot of time. Oh, and if you're staying somewhere like this, keep it in your sleeping bag overnight, wrapped up in a plastic bag, Ziploc bag, because my phone froze last night. The before I went to bed I came back down to filter some water and it wouldn't go through, so yes. EBC trek tip number 1142. This looks pretty sketchy. It's not too bad. Don't need the spikes quite yet. Dingboche. So, hope you can hear me. I'm about 70, 80 metres above Dingboche. Just coming up for a little bit of a acclimatisation hike. The views up here are absolutely incredible. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at anymore. I've gone through so many turns and bends, but I know one thing, it's awesome. Just filled myself a few litres of fresh Himalayan mountain water. Filtered a litre, and then I've got a couple of litres plus the bag in the day pack here. How's that for a room with a view? So, are you ready for this? I've come from down here by those houses in the field, all the way up here somewhere, crossed over here, and what we're about to see, I hope, is bloody worth it. I don't think it's going to let us down. Wow. It's unfortunate that the sun's in the position it is, but that's pretty spectacular. How amazing is this? I know I keep saying it, but it is incredible. So I just got chatting to a guy from Germany, and he's been on the top, up by that stupa, which you can't really see, which is 5,008 metres, I think I saw on the map. And he's been up there for a couple of hours. He needed to make a phone call for work, and he couldn't get a signal down at Dingboche. So he went all the way to the top to get the signal, and then had to wait for his client to wake up. So found a different route down, and this is more my style, descending mountains. It's amazing. Like, I've descended, I don't know, maybe 30 metres, and I already feel like really good for it. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera off because chances are I'll need both hands in a minute. One last look with my ugly mug in the way. I know I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for this one. It's about 8 AM. It is minus 15 degrees. and it just gets more and more spectacular. Hello guys.